Pre-planning a funeral presents a loving and considerate gift to your family. Making decisions now provide a framework for future choices. We invite you to stop by the funeral home. Let us answer any questions you may have about pre-funding or pre-arranging a funeral service.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mayor, members of council, I have a number of comments this evening that I want to share with you all and the general public. First of all, I want to express our pleasure, both the Heritage Day event and the Cornhole tournament being very successful activities within the town. On the same weekend, Heritage Day had they estimated 2,512 attendees, 40% of which were from areas other than the Allegheny Highlands, which is certainly an opportunity for us to showcase our area. 10 states were represented, and I think as you heard from Mott Ackerholt at your last meeting, a number of volunteers, at last count I think it was 80, who participated during the day. The Cornhole event had 17 teams that raised $640 that will be placed in the account for the Booker T. Washington Park improvements, and was, while smaller than they had anticipated, the decision has been made for it to be an annual event, which is very exciting, and we'll try to coordinate the date so that we're not interfering with another event. But as I understand it, there were several other cornhole tournaments at the same time, and so we want to make sure that we can draw some big names, although I had the opportunity that morning to meet a couple of gentlemen who placed very, very high in their rankings as cornhole tournament winners. So we were able to draw some significant support. I think everybody's had the opportunity to now drive on some of our new paving, some of which is still in progress. The largest piece will probably be done later this week, which is the long stretch of Commercial Avenue, and it will have flaggers on it as the paving occurs. Want to remind people that an ordinance has been adopted that requires people to stop, not yield, to stop when someone is in a crosswalk. And our police officers will be enforcing that. We have had a number of near misses. Met with a lady last week who said that she stood in the crosswalk and 6 cars drove through the crosswalk as she was trying to cross the street. And we just have got to make sure that our pedestrians, whether they be residents or visitors, are safe as they're crossing our streets. You probably heard that the housing study that was commissioned by the county is now available. It's a very interesting study because it demonstrates that we have both a demand and a need for various types of housing in our community. And several of us who represent the Allegheny Highlands actually spent about 4 hours this past Friday with a potentially interested developer, conducting him on a tour of our community, and hopefully that will go well for us. Probably the most exciting thing that I can report tonight is that we have finally, after 5 years, and that's hard to believe, but it was in December of 2014 that we began talking with the U.S. Forest Service about the land swap that was necessary for our dam project. All of the necessary paperwork was in fact recorded at the courthouse yesterday. All of the paperwork is now in Atlanta being reviewed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. And we are very hopeful, keep your fingers crossed for us, that we will in the next couple of weeks be able to put that project out for bid. I want to remind the public that a project has been going on for the last 5 years, and we haven't yet bidded or awarded a contract, is estimated to have a total cost of $4.5 million, of which we've been granted $1.7 million in grant money. That grant money comes to us along with a loan, a very low interest loan, and the grant funds are really predicated on the size of the project and its cost. We have in the 5 years since 2014 have gone through 3 conditional operation and maintenance permits because the Department of Conservation and Recreation will not give us the 4-year permit until these repairs are done. So we're very anxious to complete this project. Had initially hoped it would be completed in 2019. It now appears it will be completed in 2020. But that's not that far away as we look at how rapidly the calendar days seem to be rolling by. But those of us who've been working on that project for the last 5 years are very, very pleased that we're finally at this particular done.